Memphis and NC State. So Memphis currently 4.5 point dogs. This is a Friday. It looks like 2:30 Eastern time kickoff. So we are getting bowl season started bright and early, to say the least. That's actually the second game of the day after Kennesaw State and Western Michigan. But we decided to save you all with going through that one. Total this one, NC State and Memphis. It is, I guess, right where you'd expect it to be. Currently, it is 58.5 points in the Gasparilla Bowl as we are continuing our Florida ways. I guess they couldn't put this one in USF's home stadium or put them in USF's home stadium from the last game, but this one is actually being played Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where the Bucks and I think USF used to play. If I'm not mistaken, they're still there.
Yeah, and I think this will be one of the better games of the bowl season because both of these teams are somewhat healthy to a certain extent. I mean, not healthy, but somewhat. They'll be playing a lot of their players, and it came out today, if I'm not mistaken, that NC State's quarterback, who's going to be probably highly coveted in the portal if he does hit it. I think he's set to make a decision here soon. And what I would assume is that he's just coming back because if he was leaving, he probably wouldn't be playing. Just how things go. So I mean, but I like CJ Bailey. I like this offense with Hollywood Smothers. They got a ton of receivers that they can throw the ball to. Memphis is susceptible to wide receivers and big plays. But Memphis on the other side, they've got some guys that can really go as well. I like their skill position talent. Now they are turning over to a new staff. They're hiring Charles Huff, who in his press conference was saying that he's going to be evaluating some of these players, who he wants to stay or whatever the case may be, and offer however that goes. It's basically evaluation period is what he said. So he's not touching anybody on the staff. He's not touching anything right now. He's going to evaluate, let them go through like it would be a normal week, and then he'll do so. So this is the type of game that players will try to rise up because they want to be on that team and not have to get in the portal and find other places to go where they'll be, probably in the same position they were last year. So I think it'll be a high-paced game. The tempo will be there. Both teams like to play fast. They live on the big plays. Memphis defense is horrible. NC State defense is not far behind. So I think we can see some points here. That's why that total was at 58.5. So I think we can see both teams get to, 30 plus. And typically in a bowl game like this with this high of a total, like totals generally when they're high they're usually high for a reason. And I think that I think both teams warrant this high total. So I would go up and over this total. I like NC State a little on the side. I would rather be get under a field goal, but I mean obviously we're not going to get that. But yeah, I like the over even more. I think both teams play with a pace, a lot of big plays, a lot of explosiveness. So I'll take the over, but just a slight lean to NC State.
Yes, and if you are playing NC State and you learn that CJ Bailey is not playing, then you might want to hit the eject button as quickly as
Yes,
possible. So pay
yes,
attention for that and see what happens
yeah,
because
and keep that. Oh, and don't bet that over either, because the backup quarterback is not he's not a passer. He's more of a run threat. He's a true freshman, more of a run threat. And they'll probably keep the ball on the ground a lot more. So yeah, be for sure. That's a good catch by you. Be
yeah,
for
we
sure to not. Yeah, if Bailey's out, you go, you don't you get out, cash out.